Today we will be learning how to do the half double crochet. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and make that slip knot. There's the tail, so you can weave it in later. And let's go ahead and chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's add 2 more. 1, 2. That 2 is your turning chain. So if you go back 1, 2, go into the 3rd chain is what you want to do. So wrap around just like you would double crochet and put it into that 3rd chain. There we go. And wrap around, pull through or yarn over, and we want to go through all 3 loops, and that is half double crochet. Let's do that again. Yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through 1, 2, 3, all 3 chains. You want to do that all the way down. Yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. And then pull through. So before I continue, I'm actually going to start over for anybody that wants to do this trick. I'm not going to start completely over. I'm just going to, there we go. So there's my, whoops. So there's my +2. And what I'm going to do is get some stitch markers. Or if you prefer these stitch markers instead, you can. This is my preference. So let's go ahead and do that first double crochet again. So yarn over, you want to go 1, 2, 3 into that 3rd one. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Now before you continue, take your stitch marker and put in that first stitch, and then yarn over, place into your next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and once again, all you want to take this yarn and put it through all 3 loops. Yarn over, and once again we'll just go all the way to the end. Remember, especially after your first row, count those stitches. Make sure it's still the same number that you intended on crocheting. And then after that, stop every 2 or 3 rows and recount all your stitches. It does help when creating your project. So the term we're going to use today is WIP, W-I-P. W-I-P, WIP, stands for Work in Progress. Yarn over, put into next chain, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, there's one more, pull through all 3 loops, and grab your stitch marker to help you know where the beginning and end of your next row is going to be. So let's stop there. Let's go ahead and count this. Okay, so we have our stitch marker here, so that would be stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then our other stitch marker is 15. What I do when I put my hook back in through my loop after taking it out is I'll pull that string. If it's behind like it's showing right now, then you do want to flip that over, because where the movement is, you want that in the front. Let's chain 2. Reason is that turning chain needs to be about the same height as the work itself. Let's go ahead and turn it. I turn it towards me, or you can turn it away from you. I've always turned it towards me. And then where our stitch marker is, we'll yarn over first, placing that first or half double crochet, yarn over, and then pull through all 3 loops. Then we'll take that stitch marker and place it in this first half double crochet. There we go. So we're ready for our next row. Yarn over. So we already did this one. So let's go into our next half double crochet. remember you want to pull through all 3 loops. So I'm going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and all 3 hoops. That is half double crochet. There we go. Kind of clean up this a little bit. There we go. So yarn over into your next one. Now if you're more comfortable keeping your finger, your forefinger out while crocheting, you can do that. Or pencil grip, which I'm not good at, but I know I did on one of the other videos, but I'll do it here too. You can do the pencil grip. Just remember to yarn over before going into your next stitch. That's just too hard for me, but you can do the pencil grip if that's more comfortable. And then we have one more because our stitch marker is right there. Pull through, and then let's pull through all 3 loops. And let's take our stitch marker and mark this last stitch. If you're more comfortable, you can turn your work first and then chain your 2 and then yarn over and yarn over and then pull through. Okay. And then take a stitch marker, once again place it in that first stitch. And then let's go ahead and continue. So by the end of this row, we should have 15 still. When we get to the end, we will count this row and see how many stitches we have. Yarn over. If you're finding these tutorials helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments, or if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over. Almost to the end of row 3. And then once again we have that stitch marker. So we want it, see that V right there? So that's where you want to put our hook. Right in there. And then pull through. Let's take our stitch marker and place it on that last stitch. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Camera's out of focus. There we go. You want it in that last stitch. Okay, so since this is row 3, let's go ahead and pull our hook out. And let's count. I usually start on the end that I started on the row. That's just what I do. You don't have to. So we have where the stitch marker is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. But these sizes that I've been doing with these videos, like with this one being 15, I think my last one for the double crochet was also 15. I honestly don't remember. But are good coaster sizes for your drinks. Let's go ahead and do 2 more rows. Let's practice 2 more rows. So you can either turn and then chain 2, or chain 2. Remember, you always want the turning chain, whether you turn it first or chain and then turn. You always want that turning chain so that you can go into your first stitch. So let's yarn over and create that first half double crochet. And yarn over. Okay. I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is this last row, we're actually going to practice without the stitch markers. So 1, 2, turn your chain, yarn over, it's right there. That first one is right there. So if you count from your hook, there's 1, 2, 3. So that's where you want to go, is the third chain. 1, 2, 3. That's your first half double crochet stitch. Oh, there we go. Or starting from your last double crochet, you can turn, hold with your hand where you need to go first, and then 1, 2, yarn over, and then place it where you had your fingers. Let's go all the way down. Okay, we actually have 2 more to go. 1, 2. So yarn over. Next one. Yarn over. We have 1 more. It's that one right there. So you want to there we go. Sometimes you just have to work it in there. Yarn over and pull through. And once again, if this is easier, if you just mark with your hands and then chain 2, and then you can place it in that first one. You can just keep working on this project to the desired length that you would like. This is where, when I'm done with this row, this is where we are going to end this lesson. Remember to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So that's what it should be looking like after you pull through all 3 loops. I hope this tutorial is helpful. And once again, what we just did today is we have one more. It's right here. Right there. Anyways, I hope this tutorial was helpful. Sometimes you just have to fidget with it. And there we go. And pull through and pull through. But that's it right there. Let's go ahead and count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you turn it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually easier for me if I turn it where the tail is on the left side for me to count the rows. But that's your half double crochet. I want to tell you guys, you are doing great. Keep practicing. It does get better, it does get easier. Just keep practicing. And we'll see you in the next video.